Hi Scorpio, this is your reading for Twin Flames June 2020. So this is what we are seeing for you, and that's what we're gonna, that's the topic of the reading and what we're really going to be diving quite significantly into. Now this is for Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus signs, so if you wanted to check out your other sign readings, do feel free to do so. And yeah, you might get a lot more information out as well by checking out your other sign readings. The other thing I want to mention as well is that my intention items are on Etsy as well, so if you are interested in checking those out, then they will be on there. So a link will be in the description box below if you want to browse, check them out, purchase, etc. These are handmade by me, they're meditated with, they're sage, they're there to remove obstacles and challenges from different areas of your life. So I'm wearing the twin flame bracelet and also the divine feminine and divine masculine bracelets as well. And if you want to see the reviews to see how other people have seen results, please do check out the Etsy shop link. That's a bit that's just so special, it really is, and also international shipping. And the other thing as well is that if you'd like to win a free reading with me, do check out the description box below, since I do a giveaway every single month. And of course, if you're interested in a private reading, then information is also in the description box below for those as well, and they're done within 24 to 48 hours, so everything's always in the description box below. Scorpio! Let's see what's coming through. Whoa! Okay. My cards were just going to go everywhere, but we've got some right here, some right here. What have we got here? There you go, there you are. I read the energies in tarot, not specifically the genders, but I mean, that is just you. That is you being you, feeling you. So that's your energy. That is you just shining, doing your own thing. I mean, I like what I'm seeing here because I just see you feeling so much more strong. I mean, you may feel also quite sensitive and at times a little bit vulnerable in June as well, just because we have got so many retrogrades and the energies are so strong, and you might feel like, oh my gosh, I feel vulnerable. I feel, but actually in power, it's almost like you feel strong, but also vulnerable. It's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing to to feel sensitive. I mean, there's strength in that as well, and everything in life is all about a balance, but I do feel that you can feel at times a little bit emotional, vulnerable, sensitive due to these retrogrades, but still in power, right? Still in power and still feeling good, basically. We've got the Fool here, we've got the Ace of Pentacles, we've got let's just move this across a little bit. The Emperor. Actually, do you know what? Let's just take the one at the bottom. Let's do it like this. Justice, Knight of Swords, the Emperor, Eight of Swords, Seven of Pentacles, Four of Swords, Nine of Swords. Okay, and let's just grab the last two cards. Okay, well, we've got the Magician, and I can also see the Hermit, and a huge chunk of cards come out. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take the Hermit. God, we got like the hugest chunk of cards there. Alright, so these are the two cards that I've really seen and I feel the energies of. So we've got a Mercury retrograde in June as well, and of course the Magician is ruled by Mercury. It's a very potent energy, with Mercury. I mean, you have also got the Venus retrograde, that's very, very potent. And then you've got some other retrogrades as well, for example, Pluto, Saturn and Jupiter. Those three planets are much further away. I know that Pluto actually technically isn't really a planet, is it? Oh, well, it's a dwarf planet, so yeah, don't crucify me for accidentally saying that Pluto is a planet. Back in the day it was identified as a planet, but obviously it's not really anymore, and I respect that, but yeah, so anyways, those retrogrades are much, much further away, so we feel the energies of those consistently over time, rather than Venus and Mercury, where it just packs a punch all of a sudden and we're like, whoa, intense, intense much. It's very, very intense. And the Queen of Cups here really shows, again, that's why you will feel very heightened. And also there's a full moon that will happen in June as well. So you've got a lot of things going on here. But I do feel as well, in regards to this twin flame connection, your twin is really going to be thinking a lot about you during this time. We do see also this Eight of Swords, which shows your twin feeling very overwhelmed with a lot of these retrograde energies, but also somehow still reflecting in regards to, it's like within their own professional life, they're going to feel quite stressed out and quite trapped. So that's what I'm seeing, is that it's almost like in their personal life they feel a little bit more free and they have a bit more freedom, which we see here with the Fool, right? A little bit more freedom in terms of their personal life. But in their professional life, I do feel like they're going to be very much so, I feel like stuck, in regards to that. So there's going to be this energy where it's almost like, in their own space and their own time, they feel pretty good. And during that time, I feel like this person does think a lot about you and really thinks like, oh, that connection is quite special. It's very uplifting. So it's almost like they find you as a very uplifting figure in their life, and that's what they're going to come to the conclusion of in June, is that when they're having these problems in their professional life, it's almost like when they think about you in their personal time, they feel like, wow, you would be such a supportive person, you'd be such a good person, you're an uplifting person. So you're painted in a very, very good light in their mind in June, where it's almost like, if they feel like they're having difficulties, they feel like every time they think about you, you're just this really positive spirit that keeps coming through. And that's what we see here with the Seven of Pentacles, is when they reflect upon things, and even things happening more so in their career or their professional life again, when they think about you, they think, oh, this makes me actually feel quite good. And that's what I see here is with the Knight of Swords, is that the energy towards you is very progressive, and that's what June here is bringing. It's almost like, they're really struggling, I feel, in terms of their professional life. I feel like I keep saying that, but I feel like that's just something that keeps coming through. But then when they're doing their own thing, they think a lot about you, and they're actually quite intrigued by you, and they have these very strong feelings towards you. See, the Emperor here shows that as well. It's moving, there's progression, there's movement. The Knight of Swords here shows that there's communication coming your way, and I feel like they just want to talk to you and they want to express things to you, and I feel like they really just want to do more. It's like they've learnt their lessons. It's interesting because they know that their life is not perfect, but somehow you make them feel so much better. How else can I describe it? I'm not sure, right? So it's almost like they think so much more about you in the month of June. They are really just quite uplifted in regards to that. And even the Eight of Pentacles here shows a lot of thoughts, a lot more progression. They do feel stuck in their life, and of course we know which part of their life they're stuck in, but it also shows here that they're thinking so much about you. And that actually brings them a lot of comfort. I mean, this shows stress, right? And we know again which part of their life they're feeling stressed in. It's in the more professional area of things. But then when they think of you, it's very relaxed. See, that's the difference, is that this is their professional life. This is you. And so the more they do this through June, the more they're going to take action towards you as well. And they're going to want you as a part of their life. They really want you in their life. That's what I'm seeing. I mean, this is really about them thinking like, wow, you make my life better. You make my life better. I want you in my life. They want you in their life. I don't know how else to say that, because I'm just so speechless. This is huge. This is huge. This is them coming to terms with things by them feeling sadness in one area of their life and then thinking about you. Look at this difference, right? They find you as a very uplifting soul, a really good person. And that's what I'm seeing here, especially with the Hermit, is they just keep thinking about you. And that brings them peace. And, the more they reflect on it, it's like it took them something not so great in their professional life to actually make them realise the value of you. But they realise now. And that to them means so much more than anything else. And that's, again, very, very significant. So that's what I'm seeing. Ooh, they want you in their life, but I think that this is going to be like a slow progressive thing. So I just want you to know that in June they're going to come across a lot of these thoughts, and they're really going to want to progress towards you. So you may get a lot of communication. You may also find that you're seeing a lot of signs and synchronicities and repeating numbers in regards to them. And you may also get them being at times a little bit hot and cold towards you as well, just because they don't feel so great in their professional life. So they might just, be feeling the upset and the sadness in regards to that, and not really sharing that to a lot of other people, because it shows that them keeping it to themselves. So there's some problems here in their professional life which they are keeping to themselves and not really wanting to express outwards, but that's why they might also be quite hot and cold towards you. But definitely they want you in their life, and they feel like you make them feel so much better, And that's what I'm seeing, Scorpio. So this is your reading, and if this reading resonates with you, let me know in the comment section below. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Do check out the description box below for information on private paid readings, free reading giveaway, and of course my intention items, which are on Etsy as well. And yeah, do take care.